So according to Gartner, 80% of analytics projects fail. And when they say they fail, they don't mean it's because the servers melt down or that lots of data isn't successfully crunched. What they mean is that after long and often expensive implementation cycles, that these projects produce no discernible value to the enterprise. And to put that a different way, they fail to meaningfully transform a business process to create competitive advantage. GoodData was created to help companies to successfully navigate this complex journey from data to outcomes. And we provide a platform that allows customers like yourselves to close the data insight action loop through a concierge-style delivery, which we're going to show to you today. And we allow you to do that at internet scale. We provide a cloud-based, highly flexible platform that can be leveraged across customers, across data sources, across use cases, and across industries. The common pattern across all of our deployments is really one of scale and ambition. How can we drive better actions by thousands of business users, or indeed tens of thousands of business users? And what we want to show you today is that journey in miniature. So, what you can see on the screen behind me is a browser-delivered dashboard used by Tom, who is one of thousands of agents at his company. And this dashboard provides Tom visibility into his and his peers' key performance metrics and insight into areas for improvement. But providing a unified view across multiple data sources and consistent measurement is important, but really just table stakes for what we want to talk to you about today. So let's talk about the evolution of where this goes from here. So step 2 in that evolution is really about embedding those analytics into Tom's point of work. So let's avoid the cost of insight fragmentation and context switching by providing those insights directly at his point of decision. Now, in this case, we're going to use Salesforce as an example of a business application where business users get work done, but really it could be any CRM or indeed any browser-delivered application where your business users live and work. So we're starting to inject analytics into Tom's daily routine. Step 3 in our evolution is about augmenting your user's workflow with actionable insights to make them more effective. So let me tell you a bit more about Tom. Tom is selling insurance products that are based on very fine-grained consumer behavior, and his current focus is on IoT-enabled products like usage-based auto insurance or UBI. And Tom's company has been investing heavily in incentivizing drivers to sign up for a pilot project, a 90-day program where they install a telematics device in their car, and over the course of 90 days, it collects a lot of data about their daily driving habits. And now it's Tom's job to try to convert the profitable drivers from that trial into full-time UBI customers. So as you can see, Tom already has a couple of different campaigns underway, but he needs to do more work on the 4th campaign. And so when he selects the campaign, you can see his progress to date. You can see that he successfully onboarded over 1,000 customers already, but he still has about 700 or so campaign members that he still needs to make a decision about. So he can look in across those individual campaign members, and he's going to pick one of them to actually review. And this is where things start to get interesting. So there we go. All the insights presented to Tom at this point are actually coming from GoodData. He doesn't know that. From his perspective, this is completely intuitive. He's presented with the key information he needs to make the decision and a choice. And you may have noticed, sort of as we made that transition, there was a bit of a lag as all these calls were being made against the GoodData API. And you're probably wondering, what happened behind the scenes to get to this point? Well, we started with 12 different data sources. The largest of those data sources was petabytes of event-level vehicle data that was enriched with additional internal data and third-party data. And we used this to segment all the drivers into a KNN, via a KNN clustering algorithm to assess them against factors like how they react to inclement weather, to changing or subpar road conditions, to traffic, to construction projects, things like this. And using these driver segmentations, we were then able to create the 3 KPIs that are critical to Tom's decision-making workflow. So the profitability score is taking into account not just the premiums paid and collected and the costs, but also a prediction of all the future claims. The churn risk score is predicting the likelihood of this particular customer churning on the basis of a supervised regression model. And the driving score then puts all of this together and along with traditional features such as customer demographics and accident history to give Tom a single metric understanding of this client's driving ability and risk of accidents. The point is that we're making very powerful insights available to Tom who would never be able to find this level of detail himself. And so when Tom clicks approve, he's taken back into his review workflow, but with one decision less. And so to wrap up, what we've tried to show you is this evolution from a paradigm where analytics is a distinct and standalone application and its own discipline to a world in which actionable analytics become a natural part of the decision-making workflow for the average business user. At GoodData, we meet customers wherever they are on that analytics maturity curve. And we help them to accelerate their journey from data to outcomes. And so we do this across industries and across use cases. To give a few examples from financial services, we do it for lending, prospecting, et cetera, et cetera. Come see us at our booth.